Hi there, everybody. This is Pastor Charlie, and I'm here with a midweek message for you in this Wednesday before Christmas. And really, this week for us is all about aiming towards Sunday, towards Christmas Eve, which is one of the biggest days on our calendar every single year. In the midst of busyness, in the midst of wrapping presents, preparing food, visiting friends, making phone calls, in the midst of all of those other things, might I put it to you that the most important thing that any of us can do is to take those moments of devotion, to remember that there really is a beginning of this whole season, and that it begins with the birth of Christ. It remains about the birth of Christ and what that means for the world, what it means specifically for you and for me. And so to help you with that, I want to invite you to ensure that you worship with us this coming Sunday, Christmas Eve. And we have numerous options for you to be a part of our worship life here on that day. First of all, it's a Sunday. It's just one of those years when Christmas Eve or Christmas Day falls on a Sunday, so it's always a little bit different. The first service of our day will be one single worship service in the morning at 10 a.m. It's going to be here in the sanctuary. So if you're in town and you want to come and make that your worship service, please come along and join us here in the sanctuary. For those of us who cannot make worship in person, or if you're joining us from somewhere else in the world, we want to say to you, do not fear, our digital service is going out as normal, except it's just being changed a little bit. It's going to go out at 10 a.m. on our YouTube channel at the same time as our in-person service. So that's 10 a.m. on Sunday morning, either on our YouTube channel or here in the sanctuary. And then later on that day, we're going to convene here again, and we're going to begin a series of 4 in-person worship services to celebrate Christmas Eve and the birth of Christ. The first one is at 3:30. Now, if you like chaotic worship that is focused on children with lots of noise and glow sticks, that's a service for you. We will proclaim the good news of Christ's birth with all of our children and their families here. That service is at 3:30. It's here in the sanctuary. We'd love to see you there. After that, our next service is at 5 p.m. That's going to be a contemporary service. It's in Maxwell Hall, and we'll have our praise band. We're going to have a procession in, and again, good news preached about the birth of Christ. After that, our next service in person is here in the sanctuary at 7 p.m. Now, I'm going to say to you, that is always our most popular service. And this sanctuary fills up really quickly. So if it's really important that you are at the service at 7 o'clock, I'm going to suggest that you try and get here a little bit early, just to make sure that you get the seat of your choice. That is a service in which we have our full robed choir. It's a little bit more traditional. And then our final service is a quieter, more contemplative service at which we celebrate Holy Communion. It's going to be at 9 o'clock here again in the sanctuary. At all of our services, we will close each one of them with a holding up of a candle and singing Silent Night together, reminding ourselves that the light of the world has come and that it is worthy of our celebration. Friends, Christmas Eve is always such an important day in our calendar. I hope that whatever your plans are for this wonderful holiday season that all of us get to enjoy, that you will be planning to join us for worship here, either in person or online. And that reminds me, actually, I didn't tell you about our evening online option. That 7 o'clock worship service from here in the sanctuary will be broadcast live to our YouTube channel as well. So digital worshipers, it's going to be like the good old days. You can go to church twice on a Sunday, 10 a.m. in the morning and then 7 p.m. at night. However you join us, we cannot wait to see you there and celebrate this most wondrous of events, the birth of Christ, the light of the world. We'll see you there.